Are we going?
Yeah, we're ready. Hi,
We live? Are we hot?
We're going. This is Ryan Boucher and
Chad Smith.
Chad Smith with his sexy voice. And we're going to give a little demonstration here of Puppeteer.
All right.
Take it away, Chad.
We'll start out with Dancing Piggy here, a scene with a few Puppeteer presets that Lindsay had worked on. And you can see over here we've got our Puppeteer tab with lots of different grids. For those of you who aren't familiar with Puppeteer, I start out here, I'm going to start with the edit mode. Each one of these dots represents a pose. You can see as we go through, the different poses. So not only can I click on those to select them, but I can move them around. I can customize this interface any way that I like. You can see that some of these things are kind of circular. We do that for cycles. Some of them are linear. But we'll actually play it and kind of show you what it's doing later. The other question a lot of people have is, well, how do I make my own preset? So if you wanted to change a pose with little piggy here, you'd go about it the same way that you're used to posing. Pose it any way you want. You can use power pose. You can use the rotate tools. You can use preset poses from your library. Once you've got the pose that you want, you click in a blank space, and there we have a new dot, which is a pose, just like any other pose there. So once we've customized our interface, we've created all our poses, and we've located them the way we want to make our own customized interface, then let's click on Preview just to make sure we like this. You'll see now that instead of activating any pose, I'm kind of scrubbing over the poses. So here's a little dance movement. There's a little dance movement. Here's a little dance movement. So it looks like this is working out okay. I can go to a different tab where I've got a different movement. A little bump and grind and jump.
So that one you've got a set of poses in a circle that you just kind of go around until you're ready, and then you go through the jump.
Right. I can just figure out my timing in real time. I can go slower or faster. I actually don't need to follow the jumps exactly. You can see that if I follow these exactly, he'll just go backwards, and the jump doesn't look quite as natural backwards. It was intended to be played forward. But I can slide up here away from it and just have him spin on the ground. A little quick Michael Jackson action. So these really, if you go right over a pose, you will hit that pose at 100%. If you go in between, you'll interpolate between two poses, and you can totally go away from these poses too. So yeah, I can get crazy if you go way over here. Just kind of float off the screen. But that's the fun thing. You can give yourself limits or not. So we'll go back to our little dance here. And actually, now that we know that we like it, let's click on record. Now, it's not going to start recording until I actually start moving this cursor around. And we'll see down here on the animation timeline that we're going to be recording in real time. As fast or as slow as I move this, is what we're going to be adding keyframes for it onto this little piggy. So we'll start. We don't really have any music, so we'll just kind of... Ryan,
we'll throw the music in later.
Okay, so Ryan will... So whatever cool music you hear later, you have Ryan to thank for that. We'll just... Okay, so here we go.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Work it, little piggy. Uh-huh. Staying alive, that's right. How do you like me now? I'm a cowboy. Naughty little piggy. Doing the wave, working it. Now I'm just I'll put it back to preview. I'll click on play. We'll see what animation we got. So here's our little piggy. And because I've got his arm selected from when I was last posing him, his arm has the little gimbal around it. And if we don't want to see that, we can just go ahead and deselect somewhere in the scene. Matter of fact, I'll do that now.
One more time. Why don't you record one more for it?
Okay, so here we are playing back the animation we just created. Kind of a fun little thing.
That's awesome. Now these work with just poses, or they work with morphs and stuff too?
Yeah, this will work with transforms like rotations. And translations, moving him. It'll also work with just about anything you can think of. Expressions. Matter of fact, let me go to a new scene here. Kill that. And I've got something with the Emoda guy here. So here we've got a bunch of dots. This interface, you can see, was set out in a pretty different way. If I wanted to do an interview with this guy, well, we'll go to preview first. You can see that the middle here is our default pose, and then we've got a variety of different expressions here we can scroll to. If we don't want to go through them, we can just go from default out to one of those expressions so that you can, what do you think of that? I don't know. I don't know. So that's the kind of thing you can do. If we wanted to record a little something with him, we could say... let's see. Okay, let's just start out a little impromptu thing. So, Moda Guy, what do you think? Do you like how this Puppeteer demo is going? No, he doesn't like it at all. But you do like me, right? No, I don't. How about Ryan? Oh, yeah. All right. He likes you. But sometimes he gets a little cranky and mad. And I don't know. Why don't you tell us something about yourself, little Emoda guy? Well, not much to say, really. I'm just a little Emoda guy. I was created by Dark Whisper, and that's about all there is to say about that.
Very nice.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Chad.
So there you have it, Puppeteer. Okay, so here we go.
5, 6, 7, 8.